Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I am back with another video here. This is video 998 for me. As we kind of get through the next couple of days, I'm going to have some content coming out that's going to end up replacing the number just because of the stream and everything else. So that's going to be a little different as I kind of get through the week and all that type of stuff. I just wanted to say a quick thing kind of about that coming up. I've been doing this channel a long time. Since 2014 it's been made. I've been pretty much doing this since 2019, like pretty much full time. It's been a lot of fun. I'm really, excited to kind of keep everything going. 1,000 videos is something that I never really thought I would hit, especially when it was just kind of taking a long time to get everything off the ground running and all of that stuff. So that's been really exciting, and I'm really excited to record the 1,000th video. It'll be a Q&A. I'll be posting that soon, all that type of stuff, kind of when I'm taking questions, stuff like that. But this video is a little bit different. Training camp thoughts here. This is basically day 4 of camp, technically day 3, with pucks on ice. Thursday, day 1, no pucks. Friday, Saturday, now today, Sunday. Today was good. Today was the first day that I was really actually able to go. With school and work and everything else, it was kind of hard to get to Voorhees, but today was good. I thought there were some good things in the scrimmages. I'll talk about, specific guys that I liked and some guys maybe I didn't like so much. As for today, little kind of a mix up with some things. No TK. He is banged up. So not the best news. We didn't really want to hear about anything injury, related right now, but TK is banged up. So keep that in mind. Obviously, first preseason game is tomorrow. All that type of stuff. So with that being said, no TK. Again, Torch just mentioned that he was banged up. He could miss another day of camp. I don't know if he's not going to play in any of these games coming up. Hopefully it doesn't linger into anything too serious. That's kind of the hope for now. I'm assuming today was kind of just like, he's banged up a little bit. Let's just take a day and kind of see where it goes type of thing. As for some of the main notable guys that you're kind of looking at, the Team 2, which was the Farabee, Frost, Atkinson line, they ended up going twice today in the scrimmage. And as for Frost, I thought earlier in the game he had three turnovers in the D zone. One was a play, he was trying to make a play, ended up losing the puck. The other one, similar type of thing. And the other one was a grenade right up the middle of the ice from Belpedio, right on his stick, and Frost had absolutely no play. It was a really bad outlet pass to begin with. But right around the 15-minute mark of that second period, because the way that they've been doing the scrimmages is 2 25-minute periods. They've had referees. When the goal is scored, there's no face-off or anything. They just go right back into play. That's kind of how it goes. So It made it go a little smoother. Obviously, yesterday, Torts blew it dead at one point. He just said that it sucked. That was his actual description of it. So, as the game was kind of going on, I'm like, I got to see something from these guys. It wasn't good. And I'm not saying that they didn't have any prior moments before. It was just I would have, I wanted to see some more. And they were really good to end the game. Frost had 3 really good shifts. He won a puck battle on one of them, started to rush up the ice, won it along the wall. Breakout pass to Farabee, and then they went the other way. They ended up scoring. Atkinson ended up getting a goal at one point, and it was just like the little things that they were doing. Atkinson had a pass in tight to Farabee, really nice save by Sam Erson there, and they've gotten a lot better. They got a lot better as the game was going on. They just felt more comfortable. I mean, a lot of this could be somewhat fatigue, I guess, because they've been pushed a lot in these past couple of days, from the first day of the skating gauntlet into the rest of this, and then they also had back-to-back scrimmages today, so that was part of it, I'm sure. And I just thought he ended the game really strong, Frost, and just kind of the way that he was moving with the puck. I mean, he had some some pretty creative plays, and just overall like the way that he's been kind of playing. It seemed like he was kind of getting more comfortable as the game was going on. So that was good to see. The second game, York, a couple really nice plays, getting out of the zone, exits, keeping pucks in. I thought he looked good with Risto. I'm assuming that that's probably like the first pair, or technically like your quote unquote first pair, depending on some of these games, and I guess where certain guys fit in. It'll be interesting how the D pairs go because, like for example, they had Oliver Bonk with Ginning, they had Bonk with Stahl. They've changed a couple of different things there. So I think there's going to be a kind of a mix of the D pairs throughout camp. You might see Sanheim and Risto together, York and Walker. You might see Sanheim and Walker. You could see York and Walker. I mean, like there's so many little different things, right? Specifically, like I mentioned earlier, Risto was paired with York today. Little things like that. It'll be interesting to kind of see how the D pairs go throughout the preseason games. Since there's 6 games, you can do pretty much any type of D pair really that you want, especially going into tomorrow. And another note for that is that tomorrow's game's only radio only, so I won't have a game recap because I can't do a game recap if I don't watch it. It's not possible for me. I don't want to talk about something that I literally only hear and I don't have a visual of. I thought in the second game, Couturier looked like Couturier. I mean, moving well, good skater, a couple nice passes getting in. I think him and Tippett are kind of getting there. They had some chemistry. They didn't really show anything too flashy though. Coots did have a couple chances to score, but outside of that, it wasn't anything too crazy. Again, it's scrimmages. There's only so much you can really read into it. And again, it is camp. So again, the test will be the exhibition games and seeing who plays where. I do like the idea of having Tippett with Couturier, and if you put TK on that line too, that's fine. The other line that they had together was Cates with Lawton and Cates with Lawton and Forrester. I almost said Atkinson. But they ended up having that line together, Lawton in the middle. They had Cates on the wing. That was interesting, too. I wonder kind of how that's going to go. Obviously, you can interchange that. So that'll be interesting. It's weird seeing Cates in number 27, too, because I'm like, wait, that's not right. So just like little things like that. I thought for the goaltenders, I thought Hartman had a couple good saves today. Cal Peterson, I was obviously there doing clips for the Maher Media Twitter. Obviously, follow us on Twitter if you're still looking for training camp content throughout the week and the preseason and all that. Peterson was interesting because he had some nice saves as the drills were kind of going along. And look, like there's only some, like again, I'm not the biggest goalie guy. I mean, I don't know too much about the position and the mental side of it. Like I'm not like a big goalie guru, I guess. But he seemed very he just seemed like really he just looked off. And it seemed like that, like a lot of goals were, first of all, a lot of goals were going in. So, like, and he was getting pissed. There was at one point he ended up just yelling at, just dropping an F-bomb pretty loud. And after Ristolainen scored on him glove side, and I was like, okay. And he kind of like aggressively like jumped back on his skates, kind of like how Hart will just like jump. He did the same thing. The puck was kind of under his feet, and he did that. And then, he ended up, dropping the F-bomb. And I'm like, okay. Then the next drill that happened, he only gave up 2 goals on maybe 15, 20 shots. I mean, that's pretty good, especially, in the first time it wasn't going so great. So, again, battling it, that's the type of thing. Like, these type of camps, like, especially a Torts type of camp, it's a lot of, like, I'm sure it's a lot of mental stuff, too, because of the skating and pushing through it and everything else. It's got to be part of it. And on top of that, being a goaltender and all of that, too. There was one thing I did want to mention as well from yesterday. Garnet Hathaway was mentioning I really liked the interview. I thought he said some really good things, and that line played well too today. The Laurier, Hathaway, Paling, like those are the type of. It's not like they play this very flashy game or make a lot of plays. It's a very simple game. You get the puck in, you go, and you forecheck. And Torts said he's appreciated that, and he's enjoyed Hathaway's play specifically and kind of where he's been at. which I'm fine with too. I mean, again, I said this from the beginning. It was a low-risk, high-reward signing. I mean, he's a guy that he comes in, he's a veteran, he can help out your group. He's played with a lot of good players. He mentioned that as well, and good leaders too. And he's just the type of guy that can really help out your squad in the room. I mean, it's pretty obvious, like the way he talks. The one thing he said, he was excited about the group, knowing the process that it takes throughout the season and just the hard work that it takes to get to that point. Seems like he's very open to, speaking his mind and being a leader and what he's excited for. And I think that's a really good quote, because it doesn't just show that, obviously the Flyers have work to do, right? But it's not like someone's like, I think it's a better feeling with how bad it's been these past couple of years to hear that someone's at least excited for a different type of opportunity coming here. And I think with Hathaway, it's a low risk, high reward type of situation. You're not paying him that much money. He's able to come in, he can help out your team in pretty much any sort of way. And it's a simple role and a simple signing, and that's why I think it can work so well. And I really liked what he said there, because it's understanding the process of kind of what it takes, and this is a guy who knows that process, or at least knows it to some degree. Being on some teams before that have kind of gone pretty far, so it'll really be interesting to kind of see how that plays out throughout the year, especially a guy like him, kind of knowing that specific role. So we'll see. It'll be really interesting to kind of see how this all plays out throughout the rest of camp, and with different lines and guys being banged up and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's all I got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everybody so much for all the support as always. Make sure to check out Maher Media on everything. Hit like, subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. My name is Chris, and I will talk to you all again soon.